All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, back in 1969. We are under commanding General Yohanna, not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Priest and Officer Kazak Damar. Just about to go into something real quick. I was sitting here thinking about doing a class, pulling out some scriptures on the sister Shanquella Robinson and the senseless murder that happened in Mexico. And as I continue to go through all the information, got something to do with this sister. A lot of it ain't making sense. A lot of it is maybes, mights, ifs, persons. This they ain't saying man, woman, murder. They ain't saying a lot of stuff. So as we do in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't have all the facts. I'm gonna just talk about some things that I do know. I'm gonna go to some scriptures real quick and pull them out on things that we can learn from this situation. Just on the outside looking in. Remember, I don't know everything. I don't have all the details, but I can tell you, from what I was told. I don't know this to be true or not. There was a man who was, I guess, living or pretending or whatever word you want to say as a woman who was in that video beating on that sister. So I'm a hold off on my comments for that, but I will go to some scriptures that will fit the situation. I'm gonna start at 1 Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. And this is just wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Solomon wrote some wisdom down in Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus, and these are things that can actually help you in life. I'm gonna go to verse 7. I'm gonna read through 13. Ecclesiasticus 7 and 13, and this is what it reads: If thou would getteth a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Let me stop right there. And the reason why I'm pulling this scripture is because there's a lot of people that hang around you. There's a lot of people that you hang around that you think you could trust just because y'all go out, y'all have a good time at the club or whatever the case may be. Maybe even went to school with them. But when it come down to the come down, ain't none of this sister's friends coming out and saying nothing about what really happened. Nobody is standing up for her and saying, I know what happened, and I'm telling everybody what happened. Everybody is acting like this thing is a secret. And out of the 6 people that went with her, nobody ain't said nothing yet. Those don't sound like the kind of friends I would want to have. This is verse 9. And there is a friend who, being turned into enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table, right, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. But in your prosperity, he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. From my understanding of what was happening, maybe, like I said, I don't have all the information, but it was told or said that the sister was making sure and paying for all this other stuff for them to get down there and have all this fun. If you're looking at the video, you see the palm trees in the background, kind of like mine. You see mine right there? you see, days ain't blowing in the wind like that though. It's sun and fun and everybody having fun. It's her birthday, all of these different things. Everybody want to go and rock with you, but at the end of the day, you turn up dead less than 24 hours after y'all get there. Something ain't right. In your prosperity, they're gonna be just like you. This my people, right? Verse 12, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. I mean, the Bible be speaking facts, big facts. I will badium, right? Ain't nobody nowhere to be found now that this sister is dead, but everybody was ready to go to Mexico with her. Everybody was ready to ball out, but nobody is going to show up and say nothing, tell her family what happened to her on your watch. Nobody needs friends like that. Verse 13, Ecclesiasticus 6 and 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. I don't know if y'all ever heard, but people be like, with friends like that, who needs enemies? You ain't got to worry about having no enemies if you got friends that's like that. When you pop up dead, nobody ain't said nothing and everybody missing. Be wise, Akim, Akwathian brothers and sisters. Be wise about who you hanging around, what you planning on doing, and make sure that you got the Lord with you if nobody else ain't with you. All right, I'm gonna go to another one is Matthew chapter 24, verse 11. Right, and this talking about the end times. Christ was talking and saying things was gonna happen. Right, Matthew 24 and 11 say, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. The next people I want to get on is these so-called black leaders. I ain't heard nobody saying nothing. Nobody. All these people that was on TV talking about how dumb Kyrie Irving is for posting something on his Instagram ain't said nothing about him giving these $65,000 to their sister for family for their funeral and for what they had to go through. Nobody said nothing about that. They ain't said nothing about they ain't out no justice and no peacing for her because it ain't all over the news like that. They ain't paid Al Sharpton to show up yet and say nothing or do nothing to try to get justice for this sister. Many false prophets arise and shall deceive many. But this is another important part that he was talking about. And because of iniquity, right? Y'all think these people go to these places for? Because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now, what Christ was talking about is the love of many. What is love? Love is how you feel and treat your brothers and sisters. You got to treat them according to the way the Lord said to treat them, according to the way Christ said to treat them, and love them above the same way you would love yourself. Love them over yourself. We don't see that in this case. Like, where is these people at? They need to come out from somewhere and say something about what's happening. Nobody ain't got the guts to stand up and say what happened to this sister. It's got to all be a mystery. Some person said that this person, even the news is saying, we can't even confirm the video we have. Ain't nobody said, oh, this is the person on the video. I was there with the sister. Nobody, not all, none of the 6 friends. Because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Verse 13, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. We're going to go through some tough times. You know what I'm saying? We just got to make sure you know who you're dealing with. You know your friends, your family. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is the people that I would go to Cabo, Mexico with? Those people that keep the law, statutes, and commandments of my Father. Other than that, I don't know how I'm coming back. Other than that, ain't nothing. Nobody, at least if something happened to me, I know my brothers and sisters would cry aloud and spare not and lift up their voice like a trumpet to call somebody out about their transgressions. I got one more script, and then I'll end this. Timothy chapter 3. I'm going to read 1 through 5. All right. Timothy chapter 3. We're talking about times such as these right here. Verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. We're going through them times right now. You're looking around, you see everything at the supermarket going up, and the check ain't going up. The money ain't going up. You see everything getting harder. Everybody now, even especially with my brothers and sisters in this truth, they are having more and more like, hey, I got to work some extra hours. Hey, I got to get it in. Hey, I can't really, be available for class, camp, and so on and so forth. You know why? Because that rent got to be paid at the end of the month. Them lights got to be paid. My family got to be fed. You know what I'm saying? These some hard times, and without each other, we ain't gonna make it through. But they has already prophesied that it was gonna come. And guess what else was gonna happen? For men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Meaning ain't nothing separate about these people. They don't thank God for nothing. They don't care nothing about their parents. They don't care nothing about each other. They lovers of their own selves. Now, if you know what happened to this sister, You know what went down and you ain't saying nothing. You are a lover of your own self, more so than you are of anybody else. Check this out. Without natural affection, natural affection is to care about somebody's life, to care when somebody dies, to see what happens, to understand that you are responsible for other people other than yourself. They used to have this little thing. Remember how Cain said it in the Bible when they used it on New Jack City? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Wasn't in the Bible because Cain was dead wrong trying to be funny with the Most High. Like, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? That's not something good to say. Yes, I am is. Because I'm going to watch out for my people and I expect them to watch out for me. That's natural affection. We look out for each other. Truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Verse 4, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Now, do I need to break that down? From such turn away. Turn away from traitors. Turn away from people who love their pleasures more than they love God. Because like the scriptures say, they ain't going to be down for you when you need them. They ain't going to be there when you dead and your family looking for answers to answer the question and say, I was right there with her, getting drunk with her, having fun with her, and I know what happened. Right now, they ain't saying nothing. They won't say whether it's a man, a woman in the video. They won't say, oh yeah, about this other thing. They have some term called femicide, right? And it's a killing of a woman or a girl in particular by a man or on account of her gender. So we got to do some more research on that. Meanwhile, we here at the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to be searching for answers. We want answers for this sister. Same way we fought about getting the answers for what happened to Joy Morgan. We want to know what happened in this sister. If you have any information, contact these Mexican authorities, whoever you need to contact. Get some justice for this sister, Shanquella Robinson, because whatever she was doing down there and the people she was with did not have her back. So now we got to do it as a nation. And with that, I'll say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakathon to the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatan, Ba'ashem Yahushua to the sisters.